What's going on, guys? This is another episode here in Nolan's pod. Yesterday, I should say, I promised you guys that I would do um this NFL coaching carousel thing. So, without further ado, let's get into it with these coaches. Three coaches that I want to talk about today: primetime Deion Sanders, Mike McCarthy, who I've been talking about lately, and Mike Vrabel. Let's start with Mike McCarthy. Okay, so last week or a week or two, we know the whole Mike McCarthy situation with the Cowboys. We know his contract needed to be renewed, and it didn't get renewed. We were wondering whether, of course, is Mike McCarthy's contract going to get renewed? That didn't happen. He's out as the Dallas Cowboys head coach, and he's now looking for a new team. Keep in mind that Jerry Jones, he said that, because the Chicago Bears requested permission to talk to Mike McCarthy. When they requested permission to talk to Mike McCarthy, Jerry Jones said out his own mouth, this was Jerry Jones' words, if he wants to go talk, well, I'm going to let him go talk, because that's not healthy. If you don't want to be here, then that's not healthy to be here if you don't want to be here. If he wants to go talk to another team, I'll let him go talk to another team. About 2-3 days, 4 days later, they denied permission for Mike McCarthy to talk to the Bears. My problem with that is y'all denied Mike McCarthy permission to talk to another ball club, but y'all didn't renew his contract. He's out as the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, so what sense did it make to deny him not to go talk to the Chicago Bears when y'all didn't renew his contract, and now he has a possible interview set up with the Bears anyway after it's announced that he's out as the coach? So what I'm saying is, if y'all knew all along Jerry Jones that he wasn't going to be the coach, why would you just deny him? Why would you deny him permission to talk to another team? Now, I will understand if they announced that Mike McCarthy was coming back to the Dallas Cowboys and they were going to give him a new contract, and that's why they denied permission for him to talk to the Bears. But Mike McCarthy's out as the head coach now. So what sense did that make to deny him to not talk to the Bears when he's not the coach anymore, and he's now going to be talking to them anyway, because the Chicago Bears have interest in Mike McCarthy and the New Orleans Saints have interest in Mike McCarthy? I am really happy that Mike McCarthy is out of there. I'm happy that Mike McCarthy is out of Dallas, because I'm not saying I'm happy like, whoa, he's gone, yay, he need to be gone. No, I'm happy for Mike McCarthy, because when you coach in Dallas, it's full of crap. You have a full of crap owner, GM, all the above. Jerry Jones, he runs all of it. You have a full of crap front office. Jerry Jones is full of crap. And he's not even in the coaches that coach the Dallas Cowboys. They're not even allowed to coach the team, because you got somebody upstairs who's always running his mouth, talking his talk, and controlling everything from the players down. Let the coaches coach. You be the GM, front office, all that. You be the GM and all that. You do what you do. You control everything upstairs. When it comes to the football aspect of it and the coaching, you butt out. But Jerry Jones just cannot help himself. And I'm glad that Mike McCarthy got out of there, because what did I tell you guys in the beginning of the season? If you go back to my earlier episodes of this NFL season, I told you guys Mike McCarthy is going to get fired. When Mike McCarthy gets fired, they're gonna make him the scapegoat. They're gonna make him the scapegoat, and it's gonna be all his fault because they had a down year and they didn't have a good season. Here we are on January 10th, 11th, whatever day it is. It's in January. Here we are. It's all Mike McCarthy's fault. Oh, mind you that half of their players on the ball club was injured. They were injured, and that's why they had a 7-10 season. because they were injured. And Jerry Jones did not, this past offseason, Jerry Jones did not do anything to improve the roster. They basically brought back the same roster that they had last year that went 12-5, and they expected them to be good this year, and they wasn't. And even if the Dallas Cowboys would not have had all these injuries, they still weren't going to be a formidable team. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They probably would have made the playoffs, okay, sure. But they weren't going to be a formidable team anyway. When you bringing back the same guys from the previous year, and do you expect it all to work out again? Oh, we're bringing back the same roster. Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. Oh, we bringing back the same roster. Oh, we going to the playoffs. Okay, cool. I get that. I see that. Playoffs, yes. Super Bowl, nah. But y'all didn't even go to the playoffs either, because guys got hurt. So it was a 7-10 year for Mike McCarthy, and somehow it's Mike McCarthy's fault. Told you they were going to make him the scapegoat. He got fired because players were injured. He got fired because when those players weren't injured, they weren't living up to the expectations earlier in the season before those players got injured. That's why he got fired. It's all Mike McCarthy's fault. No, it's not. It's not Jerry Jones' fault that he brought back the same roster from the previous year, knowing that changes need to be made, knowing that Derrick Henry, it was no secret that Derrick Henry wanted to come to the Cowboys, and Jerry Jones runs his mouth. He says, oh, we don't have money. What the heck? What in the hell do you mean you don't have the money to sign Derrick Henry? Y'all are what, a $10 billion, $11 billion franchise, and you don't have money to sign Derrick Henry? But you bring back this same mediocre roster that you think is going to do something, and they didn't do nothing? Again, injuries. And this is what Mike McCarthy has to work with. This same roster. They got hurt. Now Mike McCarthy has to work with a depleted roster. Guys that don't normally play, that have to step up and get in the game and play. You gave Mike McCarthy the same roster he had last year, and they were depleted because they were injured. And somehow Mike McCarthy is still the scapegoat, even though those players played their butts off and they fought for him to be the head coach, and you still go out and fire him anyway after Mike McCarthy just led you to 12-5 seasons, 3 years in a row before he went 7-10 this year. Mike McCarthy led you guys to 12-5 seasons, 3 years in a row, made the playoffs 3 times. That's good. Only in Mike McCarthy's final year did he not make the playoffs, and they went 7-10 because of injuries. Mike McCarthy's career record in the NFL is 185-123-2. That's a 600 winning percentage in the NFL for Mike McCarthy, with a 185-123-2 win-loss record and tie. That's a 600% for Mike McCarthy's career. That's pretty good. Mike McCarthy's a few wins away. He's only a few wins away from 200 career wins. He has 185. Mike McCarthy's postseason coaching record is 11-11. That's 500. Okay, not great, but not bad either. So Mike McCarthy is a good coach. He is a good coach. You see what I'm saying? And like I told you guys 2 weeks ago, it doesn't matter if he stays with this team, which he's not, or they let him go, which they did. It doesn't matter. Mike McCarthy is a good coach, and he's always gonna be somewhere coaching. He's always gonna have a job. Like I just told you guys, the Bears are interested in him. The Saints are interested in him. So Mike McCarthy is a good coach. He's always going to be coaching a team. And it's sad because, with Mike McCarthy being in Dallas, it's just like, it's really like he's just such a bad coach. No, Mike McCarthy is not a bad coach at all just because he was coaching the Dallas Cowboys. It's that this Cowboys team and the owner and the GM and all the above is so mediocre and so stuck in his ways that it makes Mike McCarthy looks like the bad coach, and he's not. Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl champion. He knows what he's doing. So, I'm glad that Mike McCarthy is out simply because he doesn't have to deal with the Dallas Cowboys anymore. Next, I want to talk about Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is the former coach of the Tennessee Titans. Mike Vrabel has gotten hired with his former team that he played linebacker for in the New England Patriots. This was the worst kept secret in the NFL. Y'all hired Gerard Mayo, did the New England Patriots last year. Y'all hired Gerard Mayo last year. Well, coming into this year. Okay, cool. And then you fire him after just one season. My problem is, why would y'all hire Gerard Mayo, which I talked about this last week? Why would y'all hire Gerard Mayo, to another former Patriot player, to only last one season? And then you hurry up and you quickly make the hire of Mike Vrabel because you didn't want him with another team. This was the worst kept secret in the NFL by far, because the only reason I think you guys hired Gerard Mayo was because Mike Vrabel probably told the New England Patriots last year, he probably told them last year, I want to take a year off from coaching and then reevaluate my options. That's probably what Mike Vrabel told the New England Patriots. And they hired Gerard Mayo. And Robert Kraft probably only planned to do that for 1 year. Let's keep him for 1 year. And if Mike Vrabel still has interest in coaching, then we'll fire Gerard Mayo and bring in the guy that we really want to bring in, and we truly want to bring in the first place, and you brought him in. But I think that Mike Vrabel told them last year, I want to take a year off from coaching and reevaluate things. I think that's what happened. I truly do. And nobody can change my mind about that. But it's just like, what was the point of hiring Gerard Mayo? Like, and then you hire Mike Vrabel. Well, I know what the point is. Mike Vrabel wasn't ready to coach yet again. And now he's ready this year. And this is where it's at. This is not Mike Vrabel's fault by any means. I like Mike Vrabel. He's a good coach. Mike Vrabel was a good coach and a good player, a good linebacker with the New England Patriots and in the Kansas City Chiefs when he played. And I think he played for Baltimore too. He was a good linebacker. Had a good career with New England. Played his career mostly with New England. He won three Super Bowls with New England and Tom Brady. So, Mike Vrabel was a good player and he's a good coach. Mike Vrabel's career record is 56-48. That's a .538 winning percentage for Mike Vrabel, coaching the Tennessee Titans. In the playoffs, let's see. And Mike Vrabel also made the playoffs 3 straight years coaching the Tennessee Titans. From 2019 to 2021, Mike Vrabel made the playoffs. Mike Vrabel had a winning season in each of his first 4 seasons with the Tennessee Titans. Mike Vrabel led the Tennessee Titans to an AFC Championship game in 2019. Mike Vrabel improved Tennessee's defense each year that he was there. They were mediocre before Mike Vrabel got there with the Tennessee Titans, and he brought them back up. He made them relevant again. And now they're back mediocre again. I'm happy for Mike Vrabel. Like I said, the New England Patriots are going to have options this year. They have a lot of cap space, and they have a young quarterback in Drake May. You know who else since last year has been rumored to be with the New England Patriots? T. Higgins. T. Higgins is going to be a free agent. He's the wide receiver with the Cincinnati Bengals. Soon to be a free agent is T. Higgins. It's no secret that they want T. Higgins. And they're going to have the cap space to be able to pay T. Higgins the money to sign him. No question about that. The New England Patriots are going to make a lot of moves this offseason because they have the cap space to do it. So Mike Vrabel is ultimately in a great situation with his former team. With the New England Patriots. He's in a great situation. He's in a very good situation. And he's the right coach for that team. And they're going to be improved next year with all the moves that they're going to make because of the cap space. They're going to be much improved. And they're going to surprise. I'm not saying they're going to be a playoff team, but they're going to hover around 500 with the moves that they're going to make. They are. Like I keep telling you guys, Mike Vrabel's a good coach. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? They might have overachieved in Tennessee, but when Ryan Tannehill was your quarterback in Tennessee, and you do the things that Mike Vrabel did with that team and what they accomplished, and Ryan Tannehill is your quarterback, and you have a young stud in Drake May who you've been coaching New England, and the sky's the limit. Man, what? If Mike Vrabel could do what he did with the Tennessee Titans with his quarterback being Ryan Tannehill, I only could imagine what he gonna do with a young stud in Drake May. Seriously? Wow. Okay. But my only gripe about this is y'all should have not hired Gerard Mayo last year. Y'all should have if y'all gonna hire somebody else, you should have not just hired Gerard Mayo just to fire him after one season because you really want to hire Mike Vrabel deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion on Mike McCarthy. That's my opinion on Mike Vrabel. Last but not least, primetime Deion Sanders. Primetime Deion Sanders. Him and Jerry Jones have spoken. It's no secret that I love Deion Sanders. We all love Deion Sanders. If you don't love Deion Sanders, you don't love football. Point blank, period. We love Deion Sanders. We love Deion Sanders, especially in this city. We love Deion Sanders. You can't tell us nothing about Deion Sanders that we don't love. I'm sorry you can't. And like I just told y'all, if you don't love primetime, you don't love football, something is wrong. The only thing that I'm not finna love is if Deion Sanders leaves Boulder, Colorado to go coach the Dallas Cowboys. I will hate that to death. Because Deion is going to be a good coach in this league. He's already proving that he's going to be a good coach in college, at least. He's already shown what he can do. Deion loves coaching the kids. He's always loved coaching the kids. And not just his own kids, but the rest of the kids. He loves coaching the kids and maturing those kids into a manhood and turning their personal lives around and being there for those kids when they need it most. Just like Travis Hunter, being there for people like that who need it most or needed to be guided in the right direction. Deion loves doing that kind of stuff. And we love Deion doing that kind of stuff for those guys and motivating those guys and showing them what life is all about. When you're going to the NFL, you have these grown men. Sometimes they need that too. But when you have these grown men that's been playing in the league for a while, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. Especially if it's a star player, you can't tell them they doing something wrong. They ready to go to management, and all they got to do is go to Jerry Jones and say, we want him fired, and he's so stupid that he's going to do it. So these players are soft, is what I'm saying. Deion's going to be hard on you. Let him be hard with one of those players for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to be crying like I don't know what. So that's what I'm saying. Deion, just stay where you at, bro. Just stay where you at, Deion. Please, because you're going to the Dallas Cowboys, man. And then it's just like, Jerry Jones, he loves the media. He loves being in front of the camera. So does Deion. If Deion is on the Cowboys, that's not a match made in heaven. And it's not a match made in heaven because primetime loves to be in the spotlight. Jerry Jones loves to be in the spotlight. If Deion gets hired, it's not going to be all about Jerry Jones. It's not going to be about Jerry Jones all the time and him being in the spotlight. It's going to be about Deion too. And Jerry Jones is not going to like that. So that's one of the many reasons why I think that this hiring won't happen. Because Jerry loves the spotlight. The coaches that Jerry has had in the past have not been in the spotlight like that. Or been in the media like that. After every game, Jerry has to talk. During the week before the games, Jerry has to talk. You see Jerry on social media. He has to tweet something out or say something. Jerry loves being in front of the camera. Rightfully so. But you 80 years old. You 150 years old. And you act like a kid with the camera. You need all the attention to be in the spotlight of a camera, and you 1,000 years old. That's like a kid. And that's why the Dallas Cowboys don't never get anywhere. That's why they always mediocre, because you got the owner that's trying to control things from top to bottom when you don't need to be doing that. And that's why these coaches can never coach these guys on this team. That's why these coaches sometimes hesitate when the job and the door is open to coach the Cowboys, because you got to deal with the owner who just can't help himself. He can't control himself. So this would not be a match made in heaven. Deion, please stay where you at. Please do us all a favor and stay where you at. Because I don't want to cheer. I like Deion, but I don't want to be cheering for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't. I want to make fun of them. And if Deion was smart, Deion would stay at Boulder, Colorado. That's all I have for you guys today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this Deion situation in Dallas, possibly. Let me know what you think about Mike Vrabel getting hired with the New England Patriots. And let me know what you think about the Mike McCarthy situation. And does he get hired with another team? We out of here.